Hola, Senor Marcus. I greet you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Hi. Hi. So, today it's my Mark testimony part 3. So this testimony is about my school days. No, sorry, not school days. College days. And when I left school, going to the Harrington scheme and my blessings from the Lord. Okay, let's start. So, from part 1 of my testimony, I'm going to go for the continuation. So after I had left school, I went to the Harrington scheme with my social worker who introduced me to this place. And this was where I fitted in. It was all people of all different races, backgrounds, horticulture learning, what you were learning centre, kind of like a gardening centre. So I was at this place for 2 years, where I learned how to do gardening, which I didn't really do much gardening. I was mostly talking most of the time when I was working there. And I met some really nice people when I was there. I think that's one of my favourite memories at the Harrington scheme, because when I was there, I was really in a bad way, because I had just came from that racist special school that I was at, and I didn't really like it there at all. So when I went there, I was finally happy that I was away from that racist special school. So when I was there, obviously, I'd learned how to do gardening, how to do floristry, how to mulching and planting plants, and meeting nurses that used to come there to support the other gardeners while they were there. So that was great. And then they transferred me to college after that, during that time I was there. So I went to a college called Cornell up in Tottenham, where I studied cooking, City and Guilds, videoing like I'm doing now, this video, and what else did I do? Do anything else? I did photography. Those 3 subjects I did when I was there, and I really enjoyed it being there as well. So that was another great experience, and the teachers were very nice, and it was a really nice college. So from the Harrington scheme, and then from transferring to the college in Cornell in Tottenham, was another good experience for me, the first time I went there. Then me and my mum moved to Highgate. We moved to Highgate for temporary. I was only there for 6 months because my mum kind of kicked me out of living with her at 17. So after I got kicked out, I got transferred to kind of like, what do you call it, a bed and breakfast, after I had been kicked out of the house because my mum didn't want me to live with her anymore. So this is when I was 17, and during that time I went there. I was there for a few weeks, and I transferred to where did I transfer to? I transferred to hostel, Paradise Homes it was called, where you share with other 4 members, including myself, and I was the second member to enter that place, and I didn't like it there either. But one thing I did like about that place, that I did meet a nice Jehovah's Witness lady called Sylvia, who taught me about the Jehovah's Witness. So that kind of kept me through there. I was only there for 9 months actually. I was only there at 9 months in this Paradise Home to get my home where I am now. I didn't get along with the other members in the place, but what helped me to get through it, those 9 months when I was there, what did I do? I came to my mum for the weekends. I would always go to the weekends. Every weekend I would go to my mum and then come back on Sunday night, and then come back there and then do the same thing for the 9 months I was there. And then my mum said I could stay with her for a little while, and then I would moved here where I am now, where I'm filming where I am now. So yeah, that was pretty much it for that situation. There was a competition that I had won when I was staying at my mum's before the 6 months before I got kicked out. I won from the Lord Jesus Christ, a DVD player. I also won a competition to see Westlife and S Club 7 up in Hammersmith Party. That's because I started praying a few times and I was getting results. I was getting blessings from the Lord, and I won a spa treatment, but I gave that to my cousin because I didn't want to go for that. And that was from the age of 16 to 17. I was getting a lot blessed, but I didn't attend church, but I prayed quite a few times and God was answering my prayers. But at the time I was saying to myself, it's me what's doing all this, it's me, I'm just it's just me. I was taking the credit for the blessings, right? So God stopped blessing me after that, even though I hadn't gone to church. But I did pray a few times and I did get results. But when I used to win these competitions, I was saying that it was all me, I'm the one to get blessed. But so God stopped blessing me. So I won S Club 7 competition to see them and Westlife. I got to see Destiny's Child in the concert, which was another fun memory at 17 years old. I got a DVD player for a blessing from the Lord. I won a spa, which I gave to my cousin. So I was getting blessed a lot from 16 to 17. So you imagine how I would have, if I, became a full Christian, how amazing that would have been if I got with him earlier. But 16 to 17 was, I was praying to him, but not going to church, but, praying to him. So after that, when I was there, I got my place, where I am now. And then after I got this place, I stopped reading the Watchtower books of the Jehovah's Witness. I stopped. I wasn't interested in it anymore once I got this place where I am at now. And then after that, what happened after that? Oh, this is another good thing. At the same age I was at now, the age I was 17 years old, I appeared on this TV show called Model Behaviour, which is where people want to be aspiring models. And I looked the worst looking model you could ever see. I standed out in this because I wasn't dressed as a nice model at the time. I did dress the part. I had this horrible bad hair. I had these horrible clothes I was wearing. I had like a fanny pack, those little ones that you have around your waist, little fanny pack. I was very overweight, and I just didn't look right. I had this bad hairstyle and I had all these spots and acne. I looked like one of those in-betweeners, the in-betweeners, those nerdy people what just doesn't fit in, I looked like that. So when they did approach me and they spoke to me on the show, and they said to me, what do you do for occupation? And I said, oh, I'm a student. I do college, which I told that I did. I told them I did college I'm studying cooking and photography and videoing and stuff like that. So okay. So then they asked me, if we were looking for a model, what would you need to do to be what qualities would you need to be a model? And I said, at the spur of the moment, I just said, oh, I'll probably need a facial. And everyone just started laughing because I said this on national TV. But they kind of cut up all the nice bits I was saying in the video. They cut out the bits where I told them what I was studying and that I was doing videoing and cooking. They disregard that. They just took the bit where I said, what would we need for a model? And I just said a facial, and then that's the bit what they kept in the video. So when I watched it back, I was quite okay. When I saw it back, I was saying, yeah. If they knew that I was very tired and that I'd been queuing up for 12 hours and I was really tired and I didn't know why I was there, but I was extremely tired. I didn't have any coffee. I didn't know how to dress for an audition. I did just put on anything, and I didn't look at myself before I went there. It looked terrible. But they kind of the channel, I think it was Channel 4, they kind of made me look like a complete idiot on the show because they just highlight one bad section of what I said. and he disregarded everything else I said. But even still, I got on TV, and guess what happened? My cousins got jealous of me. They got jealous of me. They got completely jealous that I got to go on this show. And they were taking me, they were saying, oh, we saw Mark on TV. They got jealous about that. Anything I did, anything what God had done in my life, they got jealous of it. They were never happy for anyone in my family, my cousins and my aunties. They were never happy for anyone. They just wanted everything to be focused on them. And that's the kind of reason why I kind of distanced myself from some of my relatives, because they were really jealous of my progress with God, you know, and how blessed I was at a young age, you know. I'm still am now, but, you know, I had to just cut ties with certain members of my family because they weren't supportive or nice. So after that, going back now to here, this is where I moved here. I moved here to this home when I got the place when I was 18. And during that time I was staying at that Paradise Homes, like I told you, where I was staying there with the other members. What happened after that? I'm trying to think now what happened after that. Yeah, I was there, and then I went, what else did I do? I went to the Princess Trust, because me and my mum was going to the Princess Trust as well. I went to the Princess Trust I wanted to open up my own computer store. So I went to this Princess Trust for a 12-week program, and there I was taken out from the Harrington scheme to this Princess Trust in the heart of Tottenham, which is where the rough people live. I mean, ghetto people live, black people, ghetto black people, please. And I didn't fit in there either. The people were very judgmental, weren't very pleasant, weren't very nice. But I thought to myself, maybe if I just get through the 12 weeks there, I will leave and then not come back again. So I handled it. It was it wasn't a very good experience going to the Princess Trust, being with those types of rough black people from Tottenham. It wasn't a good experience. And after I left, after I did the 12-week program, I left. And then I said, when I was in the Paradise Homes, when I said to myself, maybe if I should just visit them and just see how they are, you know. I went back there, and I don't know what it was, but the people started being abusive towards me. They started, throwing water at me, trying to start a fight with me, and started to try to beat me up. I've said to myself, what? I've come to visit the place where you worked with me for 12 weeks, and now you're trying to bully me and attack me. And I thought to myself, what is going on? And they had to escort me off the building because these other youth just wanted to kick my brains out, you know. And I hadn't even done anything. I was just coming to visit to see how everyone is and say hello to the staff and some of the other Princess Trust people, and they just completely came after me. I couldn't believe what I was experiencing. So then they had to escort me off there. You know, it was horrible. One guy in particular was throwing water at me. He threw out water at me 3 times, everyone was egging him on to fight me, and then I had to be escorted off the place. It was awful. It was one of the worst experiences ever. So after that, I told everyone at the Paradise Homes